Me. Microphone check, 1, 2, what is this? Shibrobi Kickback is back to business! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Shibrobi Kickback. And I'm joined here with two special guests. I mean, I know these people, you know. we've been communicating back and forth for quite some time. Shout out to the Yeti coin. For those of you that have been living under a rock, I think you guys need to get familiar very fast. They have partnerships out Wazoo. Every time I turn around, it's a new partnership. The utility is unmatched. I know we have a lot of imitators and a lot of haters out there, but maybe you guys now you guys get to see the original. So, welcome, Jackie and Andy. How are you doing?
Hey, Darren. Thanks for having us.
Anytime. You know, I think this will be like your third time on the show, right?
Mine, I think, yeah.
Yeah, Andy, this will be your first, huh?
I think so. We've done so many YouTubes, I can't remember really.
Okay. So what you guys been up to, man? For anybody who's not familiar with Yeti Coin, do you guys want to give a little bit of a rundown as to what your token is all about?
Yeah, so we launched November 16th last year, so we've been around the block for a while. Our original utility at that time was we wanted to host our own sports camps for children and youth, underprivileged kids. Right. So that was our initial intent when we launched the project. Beautiful thing is we've already kind of done some of that. We had a basketball camp in Sugar Land, Texas, where we had NBA player Ricky Davis there with the kids.
Wow.
70 kids got to go for 2 days free, no charge to them. And then we're also sponsoring a soccer team in Ghana, Africa right now too, where those kids get to learn, play. They got free jerseys and everything that are paid for by us. So we are still in that road that we're working on. But soon after we launched, we were doing a Twitter space actually as well, and that's where we met a guy named Randy. His company's name is A-Night Studios. And we were just kind of shooting the shit, talking, and we had the idea of this app where it would be really cool to earn crypto just based off of steps or moving, things like that, because at that time, that's when Play to Earn was just super popular. I think Kleekai was real popular at that time with the Play to Earn.
Yeah, it was.
So I think on the Twitter space, he mentioned, how he works for bodybuilding.com, or he worked at bodybuilding.com, and he was an app developer for them. And he mentioned his company name, how they develop apps, and he's an investor with us. So it was shortly after that where we kind of got into a group message here, and we're like, we need to get this guy. We need to talk to this guy and see what we can figure out together, because this could be something huge. And then that's kind of how the idea of the Move to Earn started, was with him. So he, he's got, I think, 4 or 5 kids. I'm not sure. Do you remember, Jackie? But he's 5 kids, so he's a busy guy. And then he has his business. He works on the app, and then he does the Move to Earn.
That's a lot of little ones, man.
Mm-hmm. But he's been great to talk to. With this bear market happening, everybody says the best time to build your application is during a bear market. So that's kind of where we've always been listening and taking in feedback from everybody. We're not backed by huge VCs like those billion-dollar market cap places like Step In or any of those other places.
Right,
so our development process has been a little bit slower than what some of those has been. But a really good thing about that is we've kind of been able to see the market and see all these different apps come out, even though I think we started the idea, it seems like, but they came out before us. But we actually kind of are taking a different approach to it, because I can't spill the beans here. She's looking at me.
It's just us here.
It's probably. But part of the reason it's taken a little while is we're adding a new feature to our Move to Earn that we've seen no other project has done yet.
Right.
When you look at every move to earn out there, when it first started, there was only 1 or 2 of them out there. Now, if you look at like CoinMarketCap, there's probably 20, 22 move to earn projects, and I would say maybe 6 of them have an app already that's out and live. And I can tell you that every single one of them that is out and live, they all have very similar features to them. And that's where we kind of had a little bit of a meeting, and we thought of
trust
some.
me, I've seen them. I've seen the imitators.
Yeah. So we have something planned that none of the ones that are out right now have, which is great, because I know originally when we first spoke to our community and everybody, we were talking about having step goals and all this kind of stuff to earn, which is still easily doable, but we're going to add another special thing in there for people too that no one else does. So that's all I'll say with that. I say that because I need to wait till I hear from Randy before
I got you. That makes
before
sense.
I post anything there, but that'll be pretty soon.
We'll make some noise for Randy then.
Yeah.
What did you say? What did she say?
A whole lot. Damn.
Oh man. And you know what? I tell you what, Andy is very active in the Telegram, and every time it's interesting how it happens, because I follow them in the Telegram, I follow him around, and then all of a sudden I just see a message. It's like every time I'm there, then he's there. It's weird. Very, very strange. But I see a lot of familiar faces in your Telegram. I guess I don't know. It seems like I have a weird circle, like in crypto. Like all of us know each other. You know what I mean? To some degree. Whether it be between Shibrobi, JC, Yeti, exotics, like everybody seems to be in everybody's Telegram. It's weird.
Yeah,
like we have our own we all have our own little corner of the campus. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's funny.
Yeah. So what you been up to, Jackie?
Oh, just getting a little COVID.
Oh, that's it. Oh, that's it. Okay. That's it.
Feel?
Little nothing too crazy.
Quarantining.
Yeah. How many days do they have? Do you have to sit in the house?
So they told me 5, and then I have to keep the mask on for an additional 5. My quarantine is technically over. I'm still in that mask wearing, don't go around people, but
Gotcha.
Today was like, I was like, I'm going to go to the pool for a little bit and secure a spot that's nice and quiet, not around anybody. And I feel so hot today. Today was a day like I woke up and I didn't feel so great. So stay in the house.
Oh man, shoot. Makes the noise for Jackie getting over COVID. The other 2, I had it one time, and that was it. One time, but it didn't last long. I only had it for like 4 days. So.
Yeah, so I was really sick for 4 days, and now it's just that lingering cough and stuff like that. But it's shockingly, my partner did not get COVID because we were together in Florida at an expo, and Andy's
taking his vitamins. That's what happened. Good job, Andy got the one-a-days, man. Good job.
I felt like crap the day we got back, but I think that was mostly because I think I got to the airport like 10 in the morning or something like that, and then there was delays and everything. I didn't get home till around 9 o'clock at night, so I think just being on the plane and sitting around the airport all day did me in, but so I didn't feel like, I felt crappy the next day, and I was like, oh shit, I probably got it too now. I tested negative though, and I've pretty much felt great the rest of the week.
Yeah, well, make some noise for that. Tell me a little bit about these gym bros.
Oh, our NFTs?
Yeah.
They're dope. Did you buy one?
No, I didn't. But you just gonna put me on blast like that early? Like, thanks, Jackie. Jeez, just taking aim at me already.
Yeah, no, they're pretty dope. So we were. This was another thing that actually really wasn't part of our plan originally, part of our roadmap. But a lot of people loved our Yeti. And, we changed our logo, but we still have the Yeti as he's kind of like our mascot, I guess you could say. But a lot of people a lot of DJs were like, God, I love that Yeti. He's so cool looking. You should make NFTs.
Right.
And So Andy and I like talked about it a little bit, but Andy, right, we struggled, I think, the most with this aspect is what was the utility behind our NFT.
That was gonna be my next question. Okay.
Because you know, like I helped out a different NFT project a very long time ago, and at that point, utility didn't even exist. It was just the artwork was cool. Did people like the artwork? And it sold out within, I think we sold out in 12 minutes or 18 minutes.
What? Hold on.
Yeah.
What? 12 minutes.
Yeah, it was insane. And it was just based off of artwork. So, but now that's not the case. Everybody's like, what's the utility behind this art? You know? So we struggled for quite a while with that. And we ended up grabbing some coaches in the industry, but not just like your regular coach in the gym. We got elite level fitness coaches in the industry that wrote weekly workouts for us in our Discord. So we have 2 women that were top 75 in the world for CrossFit. An all-American runner. We had who else did we have? Andy, help me. COVID brain.
Sorry, I was muted. But we had Jonathan too, who did some powerlifting stuff for us. He's got a wide range of different degrees, and he's helped. He's owned his own gym, so he's kind of your traditional trainer. That's kind of jack of all trades kind of guy.
Right.
And then we had TJ, who has a degree in beef protein, and he was a.
Huh?
Yeah. But he was our nutritionist who would write diet plans and meal plans and recipes for people in there as well.
How do you get where do you go to school for that?
That's a cool one to have. I don't know, but
yeah, like
vegans need not apply.
Yeah, like is there like a beef protein university that I don't know? Like
beef protein university. But the thought behind that was if you look for a training program or a coach online, they're a dime a dozen. You can find them all over. And especially some of these elite coaches, you can find some of the top guys in the world have their online programs that you can buy. However, it's hard to find like one website or one source that offers all these different categories.
Right.
Just for instance, if I change my stuff up a lot. You know, in the summertime, I might go out biking a lot. I might do more running, just a lot of things outside. So it might be a little more cardio based. But then when the wintertime comes around, I'm never outside because it's 5 degrees out. So that's what I'm doing, like bulking or powerlifting, maybe like bodybuilding type stuff like that, more during the winter. But then I switch it up. So the great thing about our program is no matter what your goal is or what you're training for, there's a specific coach for that area.
Okay, that's cool. Make some noise for that. All right. So you're up north as well.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I'm in Florida, man. I don't. Me personally, I'm not into the lifting thing. I'm a cardio dude. Like I love cardio, so it's like I'll go run 4 miles and 5 miles and keep it, and I'm good. Lifting, I mean, I'll do some curls and all that, but like heavy lifting, that's just benching. I haven't done that since football. That was years ago, but I'm just more into getting lean. You know what I'm saying? And nice and cut, nice. Yeah. That's more my speed. That's where I'm aiming towards. So.
I see a lot of people with the opposite anymore. When I go to the gym and everything, I always see like the guys with like these huge bellies walking around and they're doing the curls and bench press, and I'm like, man, you need to get over on the elliptical or something, you know?
But I'm saying the cardio is no joke. Actually, one of my friends came over here yesterday, and she was like, "Boy, you disappearing." So like in the last probably just under a year, I'm down like 100 pounds. So
what?
Yeah.
Damn. I want to see your before and after. Let's see those transformation pics.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. I don't even want to relive those days. I'm almost there. You know,
that's amazing.
Yeah. So and it's good to have and I moisturize and I exfoliate. So that's why I don't have extra skin just hanging off, like, you know, it went right where it's supposed to go. So I'm good.
Good for you.
Oh,
Yeah,
and then with the app too, or not the app, the NFTs, the Yeti Gym Bros.
right.
Anybody that does own a Yeti Gym Bro too, we do have an access code where you can get free access to this app called Beyond the Whiteboard, which is typically it's an app that you typically have to pay for, but it's where you can track your workouts, like your lifts, your PRs. If you're a runner, you can track your mile time, your 5K time, things like that, and then cycling and everything. You can track it, and then there's leaderboards. And then we have a community board in there as well too, where we can chat with each other, encourage each other. So that's another feature where if you own a Yeti Gym Bro, you can get that app and have access to it where it's free of charge for you.
Well, that's awesome, man. I think you guys are really have revolutionized how these fitness projects work, because the thing about it is I've seen so many different ones. Actually, I hit up Jackie. I said, you know anything about this project? She's like, yeah, I know. I was like, okay, excuse me, my bad. You guys got a lot of biters out there, man. It's a lot of copycats. I mean, how does Jackie? I know how that makes. I know how that makes Jackie feel. But what do you think about that, Andy?
To me, fitness has there's a lot to it, and a lot of these projects, they call themselves fitness tokens, but really all they are like walking tokens. You know, it's like
if you get a Fitbit and do that.
Yeah, I mean, they all got these apps, and they all have, but their apps all kind of come down to how many steps you get, how much you walk. Right. You might have to own an NFT to get so many points, or earn so much, or you might have to earn so much of the token to get there. But at the end of the day, all they do is walk. So that's where we're working on additional features for people with our app, and then our NFTs specialize in the training too. So we want to be a well-rounded fitness token, not just a walking token.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a lot better. Go ahead, Jackie.
Well, the other thing is some of these and I'm gonna say it, some of these tokens with these fitness devs don't look like they have stuff.
Hold on.
There should be hot dog in the contest, right, Jackie?
Say it with your chest. Say what you really mean.
Sorry.
Say what you said on the phone, Jackie. Oh man, no, I understand. I get it.
Andy posts things all the time, like trying to challenge some of these devs. They're like, no, sorry, and it's like, all right, well then you know what? Then shut your mouth.
Pretty much, man. I don't know, man. It's not, they say imitation is the highest form of flattery, but it got to a point like I was in the music business, so it's like that's BS. It's like it's not how many cookie cutter things that we've seen in the last, musically in the last 10 years. Like it's a recycled formula. So I have an opinion about that when people say that. Oh, it's imitations. I can see you getting some kind of influence from something else, but totally biting it. Like you just took the whole idea. You didn't take just a little bit of the money out of the bank. You took the whole bank. Like where do they do that at? So I have an issue with that, and obviously you guys are the blueprint for these clowns. Oops, did I say that? But it is what it is. So I know you guys can't get too much into the utility, but and you talked about your partnerships a little bit. Now let's get into a little bit about the tokenomics. So supply, all of that.
So our contract, we launched our token without ownership, so it's basically renounced. So our tokenomics, when we first launched the project, for the first, I think it was 30 days, it was a 7% buy and sell on there, which included 1% on the redistribution, and then a total of 5% went to like treasury type stuff, which we use for buybacks. We used it for marketing, and we used it for things like going to the expo and things like that we did. And then also in that first 30 days, we had an additional 1% that went into our liquidity pool. Mm-hmm. We had it coded where that 1% would fall off automatically after 30 days. So now we're down to a 6% tax, and that's on buys and sells, and 0 tax on transfers.
Okay, got you. All right, well, make some noise for that. That's pretty cut and dry. I'm gonna ask you guys a question when we come back from these messages. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I am broke, so I gotta pay these bills. I gotta show these ads. You know, it's what we do. So we'll be right back after these messages, folks. Stay tuned. Hey. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, and since we were talking about people that be biting and stealing ideas, if I see any of you guys out there, all the YouTubers out there with a commercial break, ooh, I'm coming for your head, and I will not stop until I have it on a platter. Oh, and shout out to Yeti because they were my first copyright strike when I started the channel. Yeah.
Felt like I was at a movie theater there for a while, just kind of watching the previews, just wondering what's next, and then you might see, like, I forgot about that project, just watching the previews.
Yeah, hey, honestly, Andy, I'm just getting started, man. The goal is, because we're in a super duper bear market right now, so the goal is to allow good projects such as yours to just stay visible. One thing I know, I have a friend of mine who's a big YouTuber. I'll tell you guys later who he is. He's kind of controversial, but he told me flat out. He said, dude, he's like, when you're dealing with this, content is king. And he's like, especially because he covers stocks and with the ETFs and things like that. So he said content is king, man. He's like, as soon as a project or any commodity goes out of visibility, he's like, it'll die. He's like, it just flat out dies. So he's like, you just got to stay in front of the people, man. He's like, out of sight is out of mind. So my goal is to make sure everybody I actually like has coverage. So there you go. Yeah, you guys are welcome here anytime. Now my question to you guys is this. So you guys have a renounced contract. I know. Did you guys ever consider launching a V2? I'm just curious. And the reason I ask this is because there's certain things with a renounced contract you can't make any changes, like no staking, no nothing. Like, have you guys ever thought about that?
We've always given a lot of heat to the ones that do that, especially in the bear market, because it seems like that's everybody's escape route right now.
Right.
But we've never really given it much thought because we've always kind of had the mindset of we'll make it work or we're going to make it work,
right.
But I wouldn't say we'd rule it out 100% completely because like you and everybody knows, there might be different regulations or things that come down the road in the future. And, regulations might happen where changes need to be made. So, it's something where we can't just totally exit out. But we've always been the project that sticks to what we did and grinds it out.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, hey.
I was gonna say that we, I mean, we launched the way we did, and we see a lot of projects are like V2's coming, or I mean, there's some that are on V3. It's like, come on.
Make some noise for the V12 engines out there. I mean, I see one project, man. This is ridiculous. Every time this dude pops up, it's another V. I was like, God, Lee.
Yeah.
I had faith in him too. I was like, all right, dude, you got to just give it up at some point. We figured it out.
Retire.
Yeah.
Or, we see there. I can think of two projects in particular too, where I get having like a secondary token because sometimes secondary token can support the main token, so I do get that part. But I know of a couple people out there that have like 4 or 5 different tokens.
I saw that Days Dogs did that with Bull Mastiff. Like they have a secondary token to kind of help them out with their initials. So so I see how Dom did it. It makes sense. But these different V's, that's another ball game. Like that's a whole nother story. I think what Dom did was a pretty good idea.
I love Dom.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Dom, man. Shout out to Dom. Actually, I just talked to him yesterday. I was supposed to call him today. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't done anything today. This is the only thing that was on my calendar. I was like, I don't want to hear from anybody. I don't want to talk to anybody. I was like, I'm gonna eat these. I'm gonna eat everything in my fridge.
That's what you did today?
And watch YouTube. That's it. So now I know you have another team member. He couldn't make it, correct? So what is that?
Our graphics guy, Dut. He what do we call him? Like arts and crafts guy?
He
hold on. What? Arts and crafts. He makes like popsicle stick houses. It's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, so he's the one who did the
commercial.
No.
What's that?
He didn't do the commercial?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
That person's no longer on our team.
Well, damn. All right. Well, you guys.
Yeah, he started out as a community member, and we held a drawing contest around Christmas time. Mm-hmm. It was we always see like meme contests or things like that, but we wanted like an actual hand drawing contest where you had to take a picture of it.
Yeah.
And he either won or got second. I don't remember, but he drew a Yeti or like a Yeti Santa Claus with a Christmas tree. And it was just really good. So that's where we invited him to help out with the project and be part of the team. And he's done some design work for us ever since. Like I said, that was around December time. And it seems like every month he gets more and more involved, or he helps out and he volunteers to do additional things for us. So we just kind of consider him part of the dev team anymore right now because he does a little bit of everything for us.
All right, we'll make some noise for him. Shout out to the arts and crafts. Now merch. I see you guys have a full merch store. How is that going? And are you gonna ever put the Gym Bros on some merch?
Oh, I would like the Gym Bros on some merch.
Yeah, that would be hard.
You know what? Can I tell you a funny story about our merch?
Hit me. Here we go. Let's go.
So Andy and I, we were just in Orlando for this fitness expo, and we had our merch with us, and they're like baby blue Yeti coin tank tops. They're crop tops, but they're like a jersey material, right, Andy?
Oh, like nylon?
Yeah. And so they were
like a mesh, yeah.
So many dudes came up to our table looking to purchase that crop top.
And what?
It was folded up, so you couldn't tell it was really a crop top at first.
Yeah. Oh, you have this in an extra large. You have this in a large. We were like, that's
like this is a crop top. What? Crop top.
I want Andy to put it on and take a picture with his jorts.
No, don't do that, bro. Andy, don't fall for that. Don't fall
I'm not gonna do that in a bear market, at least.
You gonna do it with a Charles pumping? Nah, man. Hey, I tell you what, that would be the time to do that. Then with the Charles pumping, just forget it ever happened. There you go.
But we've been trying to explore new areas for marketing wise. I know you mentioned just kind of keeping your name out in front of people, and if you take like a back seat and you kind of look at meme coins and crypto in general, it's a lot like you said. We all kind of know each other anymore. It seems like I remember a time where like if somebody from Shibrobi or anywhere came into a different person's Telegram, it's like they'd be like, "What the hell is this guy doing here?" Type of thing.
Oh man, you should have seen me back in the day, man. When I was stay timing out, oh my god, I went into to a Telegram. I got bullied, and it's crazy because I'm looking at the profile pictures, the Telegram profile pictures of everybody who's bullying me, and these some good looking women. I'm like, dang, this is evil. This is not the nightclub to be in.
But now it's just like anybody pops in, you're just like, hey, what's up? And it doesn't matter what project they're from or any of that kind of stuff. And, same kind of goes for Twitter, it seems like anymore, or at least the circle that we're all kind of, or bubble that we're all kind of in. Most of us kind of know of each other. I think everyone knows of Shibrobi. What's that, Jackie?
And respect one another.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple people I don't like, but, I wait till I get 10,000 subscribers to tell y'all that.
But we're trying to reach out to people that are maybe a little bit outside Twitter, outside that bubble too, that haven't heard of us yet, and that's where doing things like the expo and just connecting with people that have similar interests as we do, and just getting them interested in the project, things like that is what we're trying. Which, speaking of which, I was shocked with. There was a good number of people that came up to us at the booth that are in crypto or know about crypto at least. They're mostly like your Shib and Doge kind of people.
Yeah.
But even the people that weren't into crypto, it's like they know of it, but the general population's just like right now, like, oh crap, isn't the market like really bad for all you guys right now? So it's, we kind of explained to them and told them about the things that happened with Luna and all that other kind of stuff too. But we got a lot of contacts. We got quite a few emails from people because we've been talking about doing a newsletter for like a monthly thing, possibly, for the folks that aren't necessarily on Twitter all the time. So we got a lot of email addresses from people at the expo just to kind of keep them posted and up to date with new developments and things that we're doing. So we're going to continue doing just things like that, maybe a little bit outside Twitter, and hopefully when things turn around, those people join crypto with us and see what it's all about.
Okay, all right, make some noise for that. I think you guys have a very bright future, man. Just wait till this bull run hits again. You guys are gonna fly. I'm really interested in seeing what this utility is, man. But I know you guys got to keep some things secret. So
yeah, it's definitely different, and it sucks that we're in this bull market because I mean, like, it would be so amazing to just announce this right now and just So, but
I mean, honestly,
we have gotten heat. We have gotten a little bit of heat for not having it done yet, or information for the app out yet. But it's been a bear market, so it's like we're making little changes here and there because we want to make it right. And if we see opportunity to make a change, we're going to make a change because now's the time to do it.
Oh yeah, and you know how this crypto thing goes, man. Look, it's not. It's so interesting that you look at major corporations and you might get a quarterly newsletter. You know what I'm saying? If that crypto, I want to hear some shit every day. Like, it's like I put $5 a day. I want 5 million tomorrow. Like, I think this is not realistic, but that's just how it goes in crypto, man. They want to hear when marketing. Fool, we marketing now. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what did you do today? Like, no. I just want to know. I'm not going to bother you anymore. I just want to know what the marketing is.
It's,
We were at dinner in Florida. It was that Saturday before we went home, and we were sitting there having our dinner, and Andy looks at me and he's like, "So, Jackie, when they ask us on Monday, what are you doing for marketing?" And I was like, "Oh my God."
I remember the video you made. That shit was
I
hilarious.
was like, no, it's gonna start all because like we've been saying, we're going to this expo, and that's being in front of real live people in our industry. Like fitness is what we're focused on, and he's like, so what's our plan for marketing? Because that's the first thing they're gonna ask come Monday. And I was like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And then I got COVID, so I avoided.
You really wasn't having it. Like, I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. You got COVID. Nobody's trying to hear a damn thing. Like, but I mean, I've gotten used to it. At first, it used to bother me. Like now, it's like, all right, I see how this goes.
I think it's calmed down a little bit. I think most people realize now that we're in this bear market. I think for a while there, people were like just waiting for a little glimmer of hope. And I think people have really kind of understood that this isn't ending anytime soon. And, like there's no point in asking people to do, hula hoops in this type of market. Like
it's a waste. It's a waste. Yeah, man. When people have pulled their ETH out of the market, out of rotation, like, what are you supposed to do?
Right.
Like I got more friends that have converted everything to USDC than anything. So like they sold everything, and he's got a big ass wallet at USDC.
I have a buddy, he's coming here this week, and he said, I sold all my Bitcoin. I'm selling everything. And he doesn't know how to use Uniswap. Came here to purchase everything, and now he's coming here to sell everything. And I was like, don't do it. And he's like, I'm doing it. I'm sorry, I can't. So
Jeez, that's rough, man.
Yeah.
God. Hey, it happens, man. But it's a correction. You know what I mean? Every couple of years, just the like if you look at the economics overall, it happens all the time.
Yep.
Like this is it has to correct itself. It has to balance itself out. I think the last time we went through. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say when did Shibrobi launch? Off top of your head,
February 5th, 2022.
I was gonna say, because we launched back in November, and it's hard to look back, and actually I can't even name probably 5 projects anymore that lasted as long as we have. Really. Gosh, we launched I think about the same week as Shibnobi, if I remember right.
Jackie. Shinja? Okay.
Yeah, Shinja. We launched about that same week. I think Charity was soon after us too.
Charity was around.
Been hanging around. Yep.
I got them. Actually, they're coming on the show Wednesday.
Okay. Yep. So he was shortly after us, but there's 40 other projects that were all hyped up for a month or so too that have just disappeared completely since then. And when the bull market does come, there's going to be a new project popping up every single day. I'm expecting it, but if I'm an investor, from an investor eyes, I want to look at the projects that hung around for the last 5 months that that didn't quit. Like Charity, the Shibrobi, the Yetis, the Shibnobis. All those, the guys that kind of fought it out. Like, I don't want to go for the one that just waited for the bull market or waited for things to turn around before they actually decided to do something,
I agree. I think, but I will tell you what I do think. I think what a smart move would be for anybody who is thinking about, bless you, anybody who's thinking about launching a project right now, like when ETH bottoms, that's the time to do it because there's no place else to go but up. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. So, but that's the way I see it. If you're gonna launch,
if you're gonna put money into your liquidity pool and you're gonna put money into the project from outside, now is a great time to do it because you can buy ETH for so cheap. But I think what we're seeing a lot of is just kind of like recycled money. You're selling one project to buy a different project and vice versa, and all the money's going from just project to project to project. So there it's just kind of spreading everybody out, the more projects that launch. But if you're launching a new one and you're bringing money from your bank account into for the liquidity pool, now's the perfect time because you
Yep.
can get that ETH for so cheap.
Yeah, man. I'm stocked up, man. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm doing some marketing for Jigsaw. And you guys will shout out to everybody over at the Team Jigsaw. You guys will know who the lead dev is very soon.
So scary over there.
But you got he'll reveal himself very soon. We got some AMAs coming up. I got some sick ideas. It's gonna be insane. Y'all ain't seen. Oh, y'all ain't. Shoot, I got my. Hold on, check this out. So I went and got. Thought the sound effects were bad before. Look what I got. We're about to turn it up a notch. So, hey, you thought I was bad now? Shit, you haven't seen anything yet. So everybody stay tuned. I'm coming at you in 3D, so put your glasses on. So, hey, you know what? It's been a pleasure having you guys, man. Thanks for popping up. It's always a good time hanging out. Let me see. Let me touch some of these comments first before we dash out of here. Definitely don't want to leave anybody out. Oh, hold on. This is my boy. Oh, shout out to Poopy Pants. Yeah. He's one of our top wallets in Shibrobi. But this animal right here, Rob T, he's in the top 10. So yeah, he can do some damage. Yeah, Rob. Yeah, we here, bro. We here, bro. My buddy. Rob is our friend.
We got hashtag Yeti Gangbang.
Hold on. Hold on. Shout out to the gangbang.
How did that even start? Was that Hellboy? I don't know. Do you know Hellboy?
I do not.
I know he's in exotics, but Hellboy is a man. I think he's from Pakistan, and he goes off sometimes about things.
What? Like what does he do?
He was punching his boss in the throat or something. Right? Didn't he say he punched his boss?
Hey, you guys get burn credit?
That's how he got the name Hellboy, he said.
Yeah, you don't seem stable, man.
I think we have it pinned in our Telegram because, like, if you're having a bad day, you just want to read some Hellboy messages because they're freaking great. But I think
I'm gonna go check them out.
Yeah, you have to. And I think he said something about a gangbang, or he might have meant to say gang bangers. And it
right. But it just came out from it went from a street element to a screen element.
Yeah.
Now it's one of our top 3 hashtags.
Yeti gangbang. I'm just imagining all the gym bros just like, never mind. My mind just went. All right, hey, all right. Sorry about that. Hey, shout out to Lucid Dreamers. Been very, very active in our chat. Hey, yo, Poopy Pants, holla at me. I'll PM you later. I gotta talk to you about something. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for tuning into the Shibrobi Kickback. I want to thank my guests for coming. Any shout outs you guys want to give before we dash out of here?
I just want to shout out my community. Thank you so much for sticking with us during these rough times. And shout out to you, Darren. Thank you so much for having us on. I really appreciate it.
Well, you know, I do what I can for the people. You know, I'm a people person. It's all about the people. Okay.
And shout out to the Shibrobi fam. I love you guys.
Shout out to the Shibrobi fam. Shout out to the Sheborgs and Sheborgettes. Andy, got any shout outs, man?
I would just say anybody that tuned in, it's at least right here, it's 5 o'clock Central Time on a Sunday. So anybody that's tuned in over a weekend, thanks for jumping on here. We will have some, not necessarily app related, but we will have some more news on the NFTs coming probably within the next week or so, I would say. Something that we're looking to work on to get those kick-started up again. So kind of keep an eye on our Twitter page and social medias. We'll be posting that kind of stuff. And then more updates on the app will be coming shortly after that too.
All right. Make some noise for that. And anybody that wants to know more about Yeti Coin, there is the site right there. Okay, it's for all of you that I hope you guys can read. If you can't read, you probably shouldn't be in crypto. Now, as either be good or be good at being bad, everybody. As I always like to say, peace, love, and crypto. We out of here. Peace.